Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. As is usual at this time of year, I stop looking at my daily and weekly charts and instead concentrate on the longer term view using my monthly, even yearly charts. If you'd like to discuss any of these, I'd only be too happy to hear from you. However, before we start, I just wanted to let you know that no AI, that is artificial intelligence, was ever used in the composition, production, or recognition of any of the patterns, levels, analysis, or any related items on these, my charts. This was all authentic intelligence, all my own original work, as I think you deserve to have that. So with that, let me now introduce today's longer term chart. Today I'll be looking long term at US dollar versus Mexican peso. There was a major pattern here that was being triggered at the close of December 2024 and hasn't performed that well. And I'll go into that shortly, but first, a look back a bit in time, and there was a pattern, a key one that emerged during 2022, one that had been triggered. Additionally, this pattern's nullified the annual key reversal up seen in 2020. Something to bear in mind with what's happened in 2024 and 2025. Okay, so the pattern is based on the huge move up in March 2020 that led to the annual key reversal up that year. It is the quite large 2020 to 2023 descending triangle. Targets below for this pattern were a primary target X2 in the 1625-40 zone and a secondary, harder to reach target X3 down in the 13-15-35 zone. In April of 2024, the market reached a low of 1625.59 before reverting back upwards, close enough for me to call the primary target being reached. I intended last year to retire the harder secondary target X3 at 13-15-35 after my commentary, but I have relented for now, and the reasons will soon become obvious. From a move down from the descending triangle, another pattern emerged, a July 23 to April 24 double bottom. This pattern duly reached its topside targets, both primary and secondary. In the course of moving higher from this double bottom pattern, the market created a rare annual key reversal up for 2024. This would normally be a seminal moment, a key moment, and a driver for future events, such that all actions in 2025 and the years beyond should normally be seen as a shadow of such a large pattern. However, as I said last year on this pattern, I quote, "That should be enough, you would think, but," and it's an important but we have some pedigree here in US dollar Mexican peso with annual key reversals up, seeing the last one here in 2020, and that didn't go so well. So we do have an annual key reversal up for 2024, but just treat it with a little caution, end of quote. Well, that caution was justified as prices moved higher at the start of 2025, but ran into somewhat a brick wall of resistance. High resistance I highlighted back in my annual commentary last year, and that's the big 50% Fibonacci line of the 2020 to 2024 move at 20.9948. We tried all the way through to April 2025, but eventually the market gave up on trying the upside and turned lower, with a monthly key reversal down. We've been heading lower overall ever since. That is why I still have target X3 still on my long-term chart. The latest moves have seen prices move below all the moving averages, with the declining 3-year moving average the nearest above, and that's currently at 1841.84. We have limited support below until the 61.8% Fibonacci line of the big 2013 to 2020 move at 1719.75. In the midst of congestion from 2023 to 2024 that stretches down to the 2025 low at 1625.48. To help show the bearish angle of attack, I've drawn a dark blue 2021 to 2025 bearish Andrews pitchfork. This has no pedigree yet, but it may be a suitable guide to a move lower. Additionally, I'm quite prepared to finesse this to a shallower bearish shift pitchfork for the same move, but for now I'm happy to leave it as it is. The market's a little above the dark blue middle tone, which is currently at 17, 18, 15. Finally, just please remember, the targets for patterns mentioned are long-term targets, multi-year targets, though it would be nice if it was sooner.
Thank you for watching and listening. This annual broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Service International Limited. And here comes the final bit.